hello, welcome to Pieces Pat Paints. I'm Pat. I paint various and sundry small things here on the internet. So if you're looking to learn how to paint miniatures and things like that, I'm gonna be one pretty good guy. At least that's what people say. I think I'm a pretty decent painter. I've been told I'm a pretty good teacher. I like to think I'm a pretty okay teacher. I like to encourage people, especially with this little hobby. Yeah, there's so many little things you can do, and it really is, kind of up to whatever you want it to be, and that's what's so fun about this hobby. And you don't have to. It doesn't have to look super crazy cool to be usable in a game. It just doesn't. But speaking of some crazy cool stuff, we're almost done. For those of you who've been keeping track, hey, happy December, friends from Sir McBeardsly, our ever-present moderator. Yeah. If you're in Oklahoma, stay safe. It's been really icy out right now. Actually, if you're anywhere where it's particularly wild out from the weather, please be safe. Or any other reasons why you might need to be safe for those other reasons as well. Anyway, we're getting pretty close on having this. I left the other part to this guy. This is actually a 3-story building, but I left it over there. So this guy is got its first round of scuds on it. But this one's done. I'm really happy with this one. It looks a little more rusty. You probably can't tell from all the way over there. But this one, I put a little bit of a rust effect on this to try and make all of it look a little bit more, just overall rusted and old and deteriorated. It's kind of fun. I've had a pretty good time with it. We also just get these guys out of the way. I did another one of these pylons. We did one of these earlier a while ago. Some fans of the channel might remember. The other one we did was on. They were on. It was two of them attached together, and they were on. And this one's off because the whole thing is completely corrupted. So I turned the pylon off. But kept you could have still seen inside of it, but it's dark. Anyway, these are almost done. They're getting pretty close to being done. These other ones are small. We can go ahead and shrink me down. There we go. I feel like I get a little bit better at this all the time. So yeah. So I got to get this guy finished up here. This one's pretty cool. I really like. I kind of dig this one. Little generator with that thing on the outside of it. I was considering on whether or not to do some sort of power thing through here. I might still do that. I'll just come through quick with an airbrush and just wipe that out, and then come through with some blue or something like that, and just hit the cracks like a blue a wash or I don't know. We'll see how we go with that. But this one, I really like this guy. So I put some eyeballs on this one. Really liked the eyeballs. I thought that was it was just too much fun not to make some eyeballs, right? And I might do that on the pylon too. I might do some eyeballs, just because it's got some spots that look eyeball-ish. You'll notice they're on right there. Yeah, especially if you point it this way, it looks like eyeballs. So I was thinking about making the eyeballs on them, just because it would look wild. What's up? Oh, my Thanksgiving was good. It's pretty easy when you have professional chefs doing all of it. So, we had what all we have. I did a sweet potato casserole, but mine's not like the sweet potato casserole most people make. Mine's like a coconut curry sweet potato Napoleon with toasted pistachios and stuff. It's a little different. And then we did a Dubliner dauphinoise potato, which isn't like a traditional dauphinoise. It's a Gruyere, but my kids don't actually like Gruyere as much as they want to pretend like they do. They just really like potatoes. They love Dubliner, so put some Dubliner on there. They love that stuff. And that's what is that? Kerrygold makes that. They make good stuff. I think that's Kerrygold. be tripping. Yeah, you said you're making a gang of mac and cheese. I remember that. Yeah. Sweet. Yeah, that's a lot of work. I'm glad I don't have to do that anymore. And Kristen made 3 different pies, which they're all gone now. We had an apple pie, a pecan pie, and a pumpkin pie. The apple pie was gluten-free. How you like that? It was good. For gluten-free, it's pretty dang good. Well, of course, we had the turkey, and then we had, homemade rolls, and, turkey neck gravy. Yeah, it was good stuff. It was good stuff. Good times. Good times. Everyone's favorite thing where you put the water in and make it all soak in. I actually, there's something kind of, what's the name for that? Asthma or whatever it is about it. Yeah. I'm a huge pecan pie fan myself. I definitely can drink more pecan pie than I probably should. That's a real thing. We had pecan. We had several different pies. It was good. It's good times. Good times. And then what else did we do? Went over to my sister's house for a little while, say hello. Lots of, I don't know. It's a little different now. Now my kids are getting a little older, and things are way different in life in general. So like, it's just, I don't know. I'm not gonna deal with trying to cook a whole bunch of food for a bunch of people anymore. I think my days of doing that are done. If you wanna eat my cooking, then you'll have to come to my house. I'm not coming to your house and cooking anything for you. That could be good. I'm just not gonna do it anymore. It's a me thing. It's definitely me. It's not anybody else's problem, or I'm definitely not blaming anybody else. Oh yeah, I put my sheets in the box. I garbage pail kid. My whole box here is covered in garbage pail stickers now, which is great. Unfortunately, I keep forgetting that I've left all of my stuff in here from being out at shows. I need to find more of those shows. Anybody who knows of anything that's like expos, toy expos, game expos here in Oklahoma City, definitely send us a sheet. Yeah, I've had this hat. Thank you, Mother, for bringing us that. I've had this hat for a long time. I used to wear this in the food truck. We had a food truck, so you're talking like this hat. It's not quite like a decade old, but it's not on the young half of that end. It's getting towards it. It's like 6, 7 years old. I've had this hat. 6, 7 years. It's been a minute. I've had this hat. Perhaps too long. I think next I want to get my top hat back. I keep threatening to do it. We'll see. Oh, got big science fair stuff to finish up tonight. That's going to be exciting. One of my middle children is doing the science fair thing this week. Let me tell you how exciting that has been. Not at all. It has been like pulling teeth, but it is almost over, and we are all going to be better for it, and that's what's important, right? Get that nice and smoothed out. I might have done with a little bit more water on that one, but that's okay. Yeah, it gets to be. It's just, man. especially when they get to be teenagers, because like they kind of want to go hang out with their cousins, but they kind of don't sometimes. It just kind of depends on their mood, and then you're trying to cook for all these people, and you got people who can literally eat everything. And they get to that age where they're picky about stuff. Once they get, you're like, oh my god, just eat it or don't eat it. I don't care which one you do, just pick one. Eat it or don't eat it. The kids are just like, wow, man. I don't like that. Well, it's a buffet. Like, it's all out. Like, you eat it or don't. All right. So, this Minotaur is absolutely amazing. He's super awesome. Really excited about this. Now, I did originally my Minotaur I painted was a Holstein, the black and white pattern. So I'm wondering if we might do that again, or if we want to do a brown, or we do like a blonde golden bull kind of thing. So we got a lot of options going on here. First off, we've got to do, of course, our light, which I know. All right, now what did I do with that white paint? I just had it out. I put it in here. Put it in my paint box like a good guy, like a good artist should, and I totally forgot that that's where I put it. Definitely feel like I'm coming back from a vacation. Oh, for those who missed this one. Yep, we're getting close to Christmas. For anybody who missed the end of this one, here's the finish on that dwarf. He was pretty cool. We gotta do this spin of him. He has a lot of fun. He's definitely gonna go with my. I'm starting to build a collection of drinking and cooking things. 4 days of nonstop running around. I heard a lot of people skipped out on Black Friday though. I heard it wasn't quite what it usually is. So that's going to be interesting to see that data come through. For those of you who are new to the channel, we kind of watch the market, which NASDAQ was looking overbought earlier today, but I don't know where it's at now. I'm currently up, not by much, like 1/4%. Oh, let's look at markets. Current markets. Everything is still red, but almost out of the red. NASDAQ is really fighting to come up out of that. It had a real rough start today. Yeah, it's trying to come up. Anyway, if you don't have investments, you should get some. If you don't know how to invest, you should find somebody who, get yourself a broker who will do it for you. Although, anymore, man, you can just do it. It's not that hard. Just find some companies you know aren't going anywhere. And then, make sure they pay a dividend. Just keep using those dividends to buy more stock. You just keep, wash, rinse, repeat, slowly but surely. And that's how you do it, kiddo. Friendos, amigos, mi familia, my online family. My actual family, like most of my actual family watches these shows, which is kind of nice. Oh, he's got one broken horn. I bet you that came off in the printing process. That's alright. A little damage to a horn is not going to be a huge problem here. He got some authentic battle damage all over him. Some wicked scars. The Oracle. Oh, cool. Yeah, totally should check it out. In the same place. Okay, cool. Next time we're down there, we'll definitely have to go in. 100% sounds like a place I'd like. And I know Kristen would like it too, especially if it's vintage and local art and stuff like that. She's totally way off screen here. There we go. I know nobody can see what I'm doing. That's not helpful, Pat. Shit. Really got to decide on what we want to do with this colors. I am definitely kind of leaning towards that Holstein look. That'd be a lot of fun. Yesterday, I had tons of stuff. Found some cool things, cool ideas for Christmas. Ooh, premiere, nice. Sweet. I like those little local shops. I'm hoping that becomes more of the trend. All these big corporations, man, they made plenty of money off everybody. It's time to get back to small and pop shops and curios and that sort of stuff, man. Although I've been anti-corporate shit since for a long time. So I may have a slant. I'm not gonna lie. I may have like a little bit of a bias here in what I'm looking at. It may just seem that we're going that way, but we're really not. Like that's kind of like I said. We're gonna wait. I'm gonna wait on the actual economic data to come in before I decide what happened for Black Friday. I kind of hope it went bottoms up. People need to vote with their wallet, man. And I tell you what, another thing. Bunch of local shop signs aside. Yeah, there you go. Hey, that's neat. Yeah, there's a couple places like that popping up. There's one like that up in... What is that? It's in Bethany, I think? Gambit's Toy Box or something like that? I need to just get on the internet and figure out how to find those things and get signed up for them. Because, or one, it's closed, I guess. I don't know. A singular thing for Black Friday. Air purifier for your office. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, a few people, like I'd seen a couple people posting about it that were out, that were kind of shocked. They were kind of like, oh my gosh, where is everybody? But again, it's so hard to tell anymore what's, real and what's not. You got to worry about your media bias, and it is getting harder and harder to figure out what is really happening and what's them trying to, somebody trying to make you believe something is happening. I didn't go out in it, so I wouldn't know. Cottage and Splurge. 2 stories. There you go. Nice. A little local shopping info for anybody who's local to the OKC area. The OKC metro area. Some shopping tips from our famous moderator. Of course, if you are looking for some last minute items to purchase for a loved one that maybe is into tabletop miniatures, definitely check out my Etsy shop. I've got things on sale, stuff marked way down. Prices you wouldn't believe. Especially coming from my old Scottish ass. I never put stuff on sale. I'm like, ugh, sale. It was on sale when I put it up. That was the best sale you're gonna get. And I decided to give it away for even cheaper. Even cheaper. Alright. Good looking bull. While you're up there, you gotta pop across the street and get some nacho cheesecake from the cheesecake. He's definitely not talking to me. I am not a fan of cheesecake. That might come as some surprise to folks. But I am not a cheesecake eater per se. Alright, let's take a look at what we got here. Alrighty. We gotta make some choices. Do we go with the Holstein? What cow do we go with? Got a lot of cool little... It's like he did scarification on himself or something. I guess we could start with all the other stuff he's got going on, but just seems a shame. Alright, let's talk about the armor. Well, I guess we really need to figure out what color we're going to paint him before we worry about that. I can paint the leather bits in, I guess, but again, kind of need to paint his armor in. Guess we could paint the columns. That's what happens when you get to a point where you don't know. When you don't really know what you want to do. You've been painting things for so long, you get to a point where you're like, man, what do I want to paint today? And then you don't really know what you want to paint. And you're kind of... I've got some stuff I should be painting, but none of it's something that we can really paint on the channel because I don't have the setup to... These larger pieces are just too big. Holstein. So those are kind of fun. Minotaurs. See, most Minotaurs. Most Minotaurs are like, you know, brown. There's a black one. Oh my. That was historic. Don't. Oh wait, I can't be demonetized. I don't make any money. Yeah, most of them are usually that normal brown bull color. But man, I kind of like the idea of doing the Holstein. Really leaning towards it. That bull's got a beard. I wonder what kind of, let's see, cows with beards. Let's look that up. Huh. I guess most of them can grow a beard in the wintertime. Hairy coos seem to be the most common with a beard. If you're not familiar with that, that's the Scottish cow. But I have a different cow for that if I want to do that one. I have a different Minotaur. Always looking for like inspiration, you know, like so like look at this distinguished cow. Oh, that's a neat pattern. Look at that one. It's kind of terrifying. Large animal, good lord. Mature Holsteins can be around 2,400 pounds to 3,300 pounds. Holy mackerel, it's a big cow. Woof. Okay. I'm really feeling Holstein. I'm really feeling it. I don't know if anybody else is or not, but I am. Just a good looking, that's a pretty little bull. A lot of them have that. Oh, that one's cool looking. Ew, he looks mean as shit. Right? Yeah, I mean, we can go any color I want. I just kind of like the, yeah, like I said, I did that whole scene on the first one. So I think about doing another one. Trying to find ones that are like really unique is my goal here. That black one was pretty cool. That might be the one we're gonna go with. Black with just a little bit of white on his face. It's pretty cool. Yeah, let's see any other ones that are scarier than that one. That guy looks mean as fuck. Okay, so black and white pattern, pretty simple. I'm gonna use that for the head for sure. And kind of see like a white. I'll do like a cream, black and then like a cream. Bronze would be epic now. No, another one. I have another one we could do. This, if we wanted to do it like a statue, make it look like it was a statue. And it is a 3D print. We could always just print it out. Bronzing is pretty easy to do. Bronze sound be kind of fun. Oh yeah, good old New Vegas. I guess that's where they're going on the season, aren't they? The new season's going to New Vegas. Which was a lot of fun. That was a fun. I thought it was a fun game. Man, bronze would look pretty cool. It's super easy to paint too. We can have it like that. Super. Took out too much paint. That happens to me all the time. It's one of the reasons I like my wet palette. Like, I can put stuff on there, and I can try to like pretend I can find ways to paint things with it. put black back on it. Definitely want to make sure to make this look intentional. So be cognizant of like where you're going and why you're doing it. Like over here, we're going to kind of reverse this. So this side that's going to be in shadow is actually going to be the more white side of his face. And we'll work on making that dark side blend in better. Remember, Holstein's spots are different sizes. So sometimes you may want to come back and add a spot, but you didn't have one before. Yeah, every time I take out too much paint, I'm always looking for like more models to paint that might need that color on it. I'm like in a desperate search through my pile of shame. Like, does this need color? Does this need that color? I think that happens to everybody when especially when you haven't been painting for decades. Heck, I have been painting for decades, and I still get out too much paint sometimes. So there's that. I don't know why I think that's so funny, but man, I do. I think a spotted Minotaur is one of the funniest things in the world. Funny and menacing all at the same time. I'm gonna do a little bit of a cheat there and make that shoulder black. Really get a good chance to right here work on some getting our color patterns in. Definitely get the feeling painting something like this. You're like, oh, that's somebody's gonna buy that. This one definitely has that feeling. This one has that feeling like, oh, you know, if I paint this, somebody will buy it. People love this cow pattern. I don't know why the Holstein pattern is so popular, but man, it is super popular. I probably don't want that one to actually be so circular. They're not really, the spots aren't really circular when you look at them. They're kind of wherever. So don't make them look too much like circles because it looks wrong. The good thing about this is that, like you just saw, you can just kind of expand it out or whatever you need to do to kind of get it to look right. Tell you another weird thing about pulling out too much paint is that you can like overthink the situation and then you're over worried about it, because in the end, you know, the paint's not that expensive most of the time. So are you, you know, did your panic actually cause you more problems? because you decided to do something that you shouldn't have done, and you paint something you weren't ready to mess with, or so you've got some things to consider in all of that. You don't want to paint yourself in a corner just because you put out too much paint. That was too slick not to say that. I had to say that when it came to my head. It's like, oh, that's too slick. You gotta say that out loud. I'm a goober. What are you gonna do? Hopefully subscribe. Like and subscribe to the show. We do this, I wouldn't say every weekday. But we do this most weekdays. I have a very busy life with 4 kids and all that. Life gets a little nuts. Plus, I got a painting business that I'm trying to kind of get off the ground here to some various degrees of success. Yeah. Give us a like and subscribe. Come by, check us out. We do this sort of stuff all the time. I love answering questions. If you ever anybody has any questions, always feel free to ask. I definitely will be happy to answer them. Kind of pull out the edge of that belt. I don't know what that's going to end up, so we're going to put a little white down here. If we want to put some black in there later, we'll do that later. A lot of this will get taken care of. A lot of the shading and stuff is going to get taken care of once we get him, all these coats in. Alright, so that actually needs to come through that belt out the back there, and then maybe we do another bit right here. His armpit goes down. And we want those to be part of the same, so we're gonna cut that spot off right there. Just kind of randomly select places to put your spots. And again, like you've seen, we can always adjust them later if we feel like we want to. Or need to. Sometimes you'll get to a spot and you're like, oh, just for the coloration, we kind of need to change that, don't we? And you'll find that along the way on projects like this. We'll see if we come to any on this particular one, but I've done other things in this pattern before, and sometimes you just get to a point where you're like, oh, I gotta change that pattern just to make it look right. It's beginning to look a lot like this bull means business in the Gladiator Arena. Oh, look at us. We're running out of time. Okay, well, we're going to come back and we're going to do a little bit more work on our new version of the Holstein Minotaur. Should look pretty cool. All right. Well, I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day. Hope everybody had a great Turkey Day for those of you who live in the States, or anybody who decided to celebrate Thanksgiving just for fun. I saw a couple of other YouTubers from across the world that were doing it for funsies, and I thought that was hilarious. So watching people make the crap that people eat for Thanksgiving is hilarious, because people in the United States eat some really wild, just absolute junk for Thanksgiving. Only Americans would think that you should put marshmallows on something called sweet potatoes. It's very American. So anyway, and then you burn it, for fun. Anywho, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. We'll be back tomorrow. Paint some more of this here Minotaur. It's been a lot of fun. Stay warm if you're in the city, or if you're out anywhere where it's cold. Stay warm. If you're where it's hot, hopefully you can stay cool. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Give us a like and subscribe if you enjoy what we do. This is super helpful. We're at like 460 something, which means we're super close to the big 500, which is that's a big deal. Like 500 is supposed to be like where you start getting like the first beginnings of them recognizing you as maybe somebody that's worth keeping around on the YouTubes, and they push your stuff out and all that sort of stuff. So if you're seeing us, give us a little support, throw us a little like, give us a subscribe, do the little comments and the doobly doos. That stuff all helps. I think I've said all that stuff. Oh, check out the Etsy shop. It's down in there. If you want to support us monetarily, I've got to buy us a coffee. I think I put the link on there as well. Not that I don't expect any of that stuff, but it's, the likes and subscribes are nice. It's a good dopamine hit for one, and two, it kind of gets us out there, and it would be kind of cool in the future to be able to maybe make a little bit of Google money. I'll take a little bit of Google's cash. So maybe buy my kids a G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip. I don't know if anybody remembers the G.I. Joe with Kung Fu grip thing, but I might be dating myself there. Anyway, yeah. Be good to yourselves. Be good to other people. Be good to somebody you don't know. Just spread some good around. We'll talk to you later. Bye.